update. And here with us this afternoon to bring our weather update to us is none other than Mr. Lenard Josiah. Good afternoon, Mr. Josiah.
Good afternoon to you, my brother. Good afternoon to our listening and viewing public. How was your day, my brother?
Oh, well, only one question today. Someone came into me by the office and said, what's happened with the weather? These guys, whatever.
Got it wrong? Got it wrong? Oh man, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. Actually, if I tell you that the center actually moved through between Antigua and Guadeloupe, if I was supposed to tell you that, you'd be so shocked to hear that. Actually, yeah. So we it's not a fact that we got it wrong. It's a fact that Grace weakened during its passage. And normally, how we classify these tropical systems, my brother, is that you have to have the winds rotating right around the system. So you should have winds coming from the east, the north, the south, and more critically, also from the west. What happened in Grace is that when the aircrafts went in there, they did not find the westerly component of the wind. So it actually, in fact, it was a tropical wave. It came through as a tropical wave. It weakened that significantly, but notwithstanding, the National Hurricane Center suggested that there was sufficiently enough a broader circulation on the surface to still hold it as a tropical cyclone. So some of those winds that we were expecting to have, we did not have it. And let's look at even a more dynamic part of the system, is that normally you have tropical storm winds out to 105, some of those larger systems 150. This only had winds out to 35 miles. So when it showed up in the night, that the center was just 15 miles north of Guadeloupe and just about 35 miles south of Antigua, you would realize that we were really outside of the storm winds. So that's just the nature of the system that we had. And it passed through a very, very weak, if it was a tropical cyclone, a very weak one. And the aircraft did not find a close circulation. And as such, we were not necessarily having a strong system at all. But we got some very intense lightning and thunder. We had some good downpours. What about you, my brother? Did you have some good downpours where you were? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not hearing you.
We did get some downpour and got some thunderstorms as well, and a few exciting lightning for those persons who are afraid. They were terrifying, but nonetheless, I think when we did it Saturday afternoon, you indicated that they could not find a closed circulation, and as such, you were putting it somewhere over by in the Guadeloupe area, which it turns out to be. So the earlier prediction, at least your latter prediction, was accurate. If it's going to be anywhere, it was going to be in that Guadeloupe area. So someone going back and playing over that would really recognize that you were vindicated.
You know, one of the things about these systems, my brother, it's really a thankless job. It's a bold job having to look at these systems and see exactly what they're doing and reporting back to you at least, because we don't tell these systems where to go. What we're doing, we are monitoring their movement, we are monitoring their development, and we are trying to forecast what they're likely to do, more so to save life and property. So this is a dynamic system. This is a dynamic field. And the reason why you have 6 hourly updates is because of the fact that every single hour would mean something to these systems, and they interact with the atmosphere and they change, you know, so we have to do it ever so often. But this is what we do. And this afternoon, Grace is now a tropical depression, and we're looking at Henri. Henri now has formed. There is a new tropical storm this particular tropical storm is out at just very close to
You're
Bermuda.
and you're just teasing the public. Oh, that is so.
Yeah, no, really and truly, that and that is so. It actually formed this afternoon, and so it's a new tropical system. Maximum sustained winds of 35 knots or 40 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure 1010. It's moving towards the southwest at 6 miles per hour. So it's actually forecast to do one of those loop-de-loop things. Bermuda is right there, and it's forecast to move towards the west and before heading back out at sea. So this is really going to be a fish storm in every neck of the woods that we always say. So here is Henri this afternoon. This is where it's at right now. So you can see it right there, Antigua and Barbuda. We are located in this general location. So it's quite a distance to the north of the island chain, not expected to impact us here in Antigua and Barbuda. You're looking at the broad cloud mass of tropical depression Grace, and you can see it has a very expansive cloud mass. The National Hurricane Center is suggesting that, notwithstanding that it's a tropical depression right now, is forecast to become a tropical storm in this vicinity before moving out towards the northwest or west-northwest, or even in this general location in that movement. Here is Tropical Storm Fred. Again, it died a natural death and rose again and is now moving ashore just about Alabama, just west or just about to the Florida Panhandle right there. And we're looking at right out to the coast of Africa right here. And you could see that there are a few tropical waves that are moving offshore, none of which are forecast to do any significant development. So the next couple of days, we should be generally okay. This is a rather fast-moving tropical wave, likely to be in our vicinity come Thursday, bringing us some increase in chance of showers, etc. So in terms of tropical cyclone formation, nothing on the horizon right now, and we continue to monitor the tropics. Right now, we're having three systems. We're having Henri, Depression Grace, Tropical Storm Fred, all of these here in the Western Caribbean, and we are going on into the peak right now, and we are looking at the tropics to see what will become of it, especially in the main development area, all the way out here that are of specific interest to us. My brother?
Yes, I thought Fred was all gone. You know, I didn't realize Fred was playing a Lazarus with us. So when you put it up on the board a while ago, I was kind of surprised to see Fred still around, alive and kicking. So we just want to thank you. I know most persons now, their interests have again dwindled because they're free to roam and they're probably eating off the snacks if they bought any, but they shouldn't have bought any significant except to satisfy that hunger that comes when the winds and the electricity goes off in the winds. But it was nothing serious for us to look into. It was just a passing storm of very moderate winds. And so, but there are persons who still like to have their snacks so they can sit and chat when the current is, the electricity off. So,
I do hear that, but we're getting into the peak of the season. So everyone should stay prepared and listen and make sure that you're in a posture of readiness to respond just in case that the watches or warnings are posted as we get on into the peak of the season. My brother, good to see you, and thank God we are spared, but we continue to pray that Haiti, who suffered from this massive earthquake, and now we're having these rain events, let's hope that God's hand of mercy will be on them, okay?
Absolutely, most certainly. So a pleasant evening to you, and thank you again for stopping by to bring us our weather update.
Great stuff, my brother. Have a restful and pleasant evening, and we see same time, same place here tomorrow afternoon.
Absolutely. Good evening, my brother.